Hi everybody, this is Kat. Welcome back to my channel. And we're going to work on this one here. This is the pink cat. And I know I've got you in kind of close, so hold on. And where we're at is right in here. And so I'm just kind of sliding you over a little bit. And get you kind of arranged here. So that way you can see what I'm doing. But anyway, this is where I'm working. I'm working on this one section right here, and I thought we'd try to kind of work on the pink cat, all right, and give um, the crazy bird a little bit of a rest. Okay, let's see, what do we got? We got high over 22, and I don't know, I just wanted to do something a little different. That's all. And so I decided to work on the pink cat for a little bit. I hope everybody's doing good and staying out of this heat if you can. All right. Now, here in Georgia, it's still pretty. Temperature's like 81 degrees, and it's raining. So it's not exactly comfortable. Now, yeah, I did some sewing this morning, a little bit. I got 3 of those 4 square panels sewn together. So I did that this morning. And then and then I've just been kind of watching videos. Right now I'm watching Miss Linda. She's working on her custom diamond painting of her and Bella. And so I got the volume turned down. But that's what she's working on. And so I haven't really done a whole lot of anything today. I have to empty the dish drainer and put dishes away. But other than that, I haven't really done much of anything. Just kind of hanging out and that kind of stuff. Yeah. On my last video, I told you I got myself a new tablet. Yeah. And I put it through its paces and whatnot, and it's working out very well. And so I've ordered a case to go with it. Hold on, I'll show it to you. Okay. Let me move this a little bit. All right, what I did is I got this tablet. I'm going to back you up a little bit. There we go. And anyhow, this is my little tablet. It's a little 8-incher. It's only 8 inches. And my screen is all got fingerprints all over it. But as you can see, it is it's an ONN, ONN, and as you can see, it's very thin, and it's like a navy blue. It's got a camera, and anyhow, I And anyhow, so I got this at Walmart. They had them. They were I think they were $97. And so I went ahead and got one. I was not too sure about it because I have never had anything um, like a tablet made my own before. But I mean, they do a lot of electronics, headphones and I believe they also do like camera, for what is it, webcams? I think they're called, and they do things like that. And I thought, well, if I don't like it, I can always take it back, right? And so I've been putting it through its paces because I got it. I believe it was on Saturday. It's either Saturday or Sunday, and and so far I like it. It does everything I want it to do that my 10-inch one did, but I didn't want a 10-inch. It was just too big and bulky. And so that's why I opted for an 8-inch, you know. And it seems to be doing all right. And so and but I figured I'd just show it to you. I'm going to try to use it to do some of my videos, but right now I'm still using my cell phone. So, but I ordered a case for it because unfortunately it's small and it's thin, and unfortunately with nothing to hold on to, it keeps trying to flip out of my hands, and I don't want to do that. So I've got a case on its way. I ordered it yesterday, and so it should be here in a few days, and that'll make it a little bit easier to hang on to, you know. See, a lot of times what I do is at late at night, all right, when I'm getting ready for bed, I am one of these ones I got to have some kind of ambient noise, going on. So what I'll do is I take and I turn on some stories, like bedtime stories. And I'll be playing that, and that'll put me to sleep and help me to sleep. And I keep the volume down real low where you just hear it, and that helps me to sleep at night. That works okay, it's good. And as you can see, I'm having to wear my braces. I did sewing yesterday, and I think I did too much because, oh man, my hand was hurting yesterday. And so I took some Advil today, and then I put my hand braces on because both my hands were hurting. That's what happens when you get old. So it's known as good old-fashioned arthritis. So my stitching and my diamond painting is kind of running kind of slow today. But that's okay. Yeah, I got myself some vitamins on Saturday. I went ahead and got some vitamins. I figured I should probably start taking some because I've never taken vitamins before, never. So anyway, I got this great big bottle. It's Equate, and it's a multivitamin for women above 50 and up. And I think I paid like $8 or $9 for it, and it's got like 100 tablets in it. And so that's what I've been. That's what I started taking yesterday, and give me a little extra energy, I think. And but yeah, I haven't really done a whole lot. It's quiet today. It's muggy. It's very, very muggy, and that's because of the rain. Because it is raining. But other than that, everything's pretty quiet. My grandson is still in bed sleeping. My daughter has gone off to work. And so I figured I'd sit here and do some crafting and keep things nice and quiet. Yeah. Yeah, yesterday I cleaned the bathroom, scrubbed the toilet, and scrubbed the tub, that kind of stuff. And so that's done. Yeah, I spent about an hour or so just sitting there in the kitchen talking to my daughter while she was setting dinner up. We're having a pot roast with roasted potatoes, and it's in the slow cooker. So by the time she gets home tonight, it should be done. Uh, did I get it? No. And so that's what we're gonna have for supper tonight. Which that'll work out. Tonight's a good night for it because of the weather and all. Because it's a lot cooler than it has been. And got a couple more here. And then so everything is going good here. Everything's fine. Yeah. So I hope everyone else is having a good day. And here we are. Lost my little container there for a minute. So anyway, I just having a nice quiet day today. Nothing special. Let's see, what do we want to do? How about J? J is number 9. Yeah, I'm still waiting on a lot of my orders to come in from Temu. But because I've ordered from um, different stores affiliated with Temu, they break them up in uh, separate shipments, and so you get them one piece at a time, which is very irritating, but it is what it is, I guess. Yeah, I got a 40 ounce cup, or it's like a big mug with a handle on it. And I ordered that, and it says, uh, life is better with cats. And so I got that, and that should be on its way soon. And then I got some other stuff. I don't think I ordered any diamond paintings. I don't think I did. I may have, but I don't remember. To be honest with you, I don't remember. And anyhow, so I just wish Timu would ship them a lot faster than what they do, because it takes from, I don't know about anybody else, but it takes about 3 to 4 weeks before I can get my stuff. And they are so slow about getting it to you. And that's coming from the local warehouses. All right, it's not even coming from all the way from China. Most of this stuff is coming from is local. So yeah, I went and looked at that. The what is it? The Fee FEE look Fee look Fee look. I guess that's what it's called. Company that does diamond paintings, but they got some really nice ones. But I'm sorry, there's a little bit steep for my pocket. You know, I just no. I guess I'm just gonna have to stick with Timu, right? That or Amazon, one or the other. And because that particular company, you're gonna pay a pretty good penny. It's not as high as say like uh, the Diamond Art Club and things like that, but it's still pretty steep. And if you live on a tight income like I have to do, then it is just not feasible. Now, I'm not going to stay on here real long because I am getting a little bit on the hungry side because I didn't eat any dinner last night. I don't know, wasn't in the mood, I guess. And so I'm getting a little bit on the hungry side now. Let's see, did I get them all? Looks like I might have got them all the J's. Yeah, okay. All right, let's put those away. And then what we'll do is we'll get out how about the Z's? I got a lot of Z's in there. And Z is number 14. Get over here. But I figured I'd work on this a little bit because I haven't really done a lot with this one. I been working on the Crazy Bird and kind of left this one, pending, just sitting there waiting kind of thing. That's okay. But yeah, I think I'm gonna do like Miss Linda, and I think I'm gonna skip a bunch of these um, events coming up and work on trying to get some of these others finished or close to being finished anyway. And because, like I said, I've got a lot of whips that have just been sitting there waiting on me. And unfortunately, they're not small ones; they're big ones. So I'll work on each one, a little bit each day, and then and try to get, at least some of it done. Yeah, do y'all hum to yourself while you're working on your diamond paintings? I know I do. I'll sit there and work away and be humming to myself. And, yeah, we're getting there slowly, but we are getting there. Got a couple more here. Yeah, I like diamond painting. It's very relaxing. I was looking at Temu the other day, and my daughter likes bats. I don't know why, but she does. Anyhow, I was looking at various different things, and I saw this one. It was looked almost like a stained glass thing that you hang in the window, and it's a diamond painting, and it's a bat, and I thought about getting it for her, but I doubt if she'll do it. So, she just, if she's not, you know, doing stuff around the house, then she's on TikTok. So she doesn't spend a lot of time crafting like I do. Yeah, I'm glad I started that quilt. It's fun. It's a little hard on the hands, I admit, but it's interesting the way it comes together. I ordered um, some. They're 22 inches wide. They're square. They're 22 inches square, and they're tie-dyed bandanas. Right, and they're made out of cotton. And I thought what I could do is sew all of those bandanas together and make a backing for the quilt that I'm working on. So I ordered a dozen of those. Okay. Or was it 2 dozen? I know they came 12 in a pack and they were like 5.90 something. I think I ordered 2 of them. So that way I'd have plenty. And so that's what I'm going to use for the backing on my quilt when I get to that point. So, ouch. Yeah, but it's tie-dye and it's all different colors. You know, reminds me of the old days when, in the the 60s and 70s where there was a lot of tie-dye and stuff going on. And so it reminded me of my youth when I was younger. So, why not? And they weren't that expensive, so I could get 24 for like, I don't know, $8, $9, something like that. It wasn't that much. And then I've got some of these lightweight flannel small size blankets, and I'm gonna use those to put, sandwich in between the top and the bottom and the back, and then quilt it. So that ought to be a really nice warm quilt. And so that's what I got planned. Yep. Let's do V, I think. Number 7. Yeah. Like I said, this particular painting has a lot of pink in it. Oh, come on now. I hate it when it just continues to roll on you. But, and so what you're hearing is my notifications. Lets me know when people are sending me stuff. Anyhow, so, but yeah, this painting has a lot of pink in it. And all various different colors of pink. But I think, if I'm not mistaken, I think Miss Southern Belle is the one that sent this to me. If I'm not mistaken, I think she did. She sent it to me in one of my parcels for my birthday. Mm-hmm. Yeah. And then she sent me the eyeglass case. Let me pull this open. This one here, the eyeglass case, and it has the cat on it. It's really hard to see, but it's all blingy, and it's a really nice eyeglass case. It keeps my glasses from being destroyed by the cats. So, yeah, I never have found those other pair that I lost that got knocked off the table. I still haven't found them. But that's all right. They'll show up about a year from now. Oh, yeah. I'll be digging around looking for something else, and all of a sudden I'll stumble across them. Just like I did with the uh, cross stitch that had the cat in the bushes. There it is. And yeah, I've just about got that done. The cat in the bushes, it's almost done. Well, here we go. Yeah, eventually I'm gonna get it done, and then I'll wash it real good and get all the dye and stuff out of it, and get it dry and ironed, and it'll look pretty good. Then I'll have to measure it and find a picture frame to put it in. That way I can get it up and hang up on the wall. I got several diamond paint, not diamond, cross stitch that I need to get done, and I mean they're all stitched. They're done. All I have to do is wash them and then put them in frames. I got one that's got the face of Jesus on it, and then I got the cat in the bushes. That's almost done. And then I've got one that's that I did, and it's Native American looking design. It's really pretty. I got that done. I just haven't got it done. I got to wash it and put it in a frame. I just haven't got around to doing it yet. I get busy doing other stuff. That's what the problem is. Yeah. Hmm. But we're making some progress here. Yeah. Hmm. But we're getting there. Little by little. Little here, little there. But seeing as we're stuck inside because of the rain, yeah, it's out there pouring right now. So we are stuck inside today. So we'll just hang out here in the bedroom and do some crafting. Yeah, I was looking at various different um, um, webcams at Temu. I was checking them out because Star said that she thinks she got hers from Temu, and I thought, oh, well, I never thought about that. So I was checking them out yesterday. You know, they had some that were okay. They seemed alright. And the only thing that makes me hesitate about Temu is that they are hard to send stuff back to. If you don't like it or it doesn't work the way you want it, or it's not doing what you want it to do, it's kind of hard to send things back to them. And so that's why I'm more geared towards, more than likely, more towards Amazon. At least, I don't have too much trouble sending stuff back to Amazon. You know. That's why I'll more than likely probably get a webcam from Amazon. That way, eventually, I can do some lives or some pop ups and whatnot. So we're working. We're working. That's the goal that I'm working towards. You know, and maybe I can get people to join me on my pop ups. Through that StreamYard or whatever. And so we'll see. Like they say, it takes time. All right, I think I got all the V's. I think. Oop, let go of me. Just a couple of them here. And push that down. See? Yeah, I pulled out my fatter, my more chunky pen to make it easier on my hand. So, mhm. Let's see. Alrighty, I think I got them all. So let's put these away. And we'll get out the L's. Yeah. Yeah, it's really hard to maneuver your hands when you got them, when your hands are in braces. You can't hardly turn or twist your hand, because of it, which that's the whole point, right? That's all right. We'll just work around it. L is number 8. Come on out of there. And this is kind of a real pale pink. Mhm. Yeah, I do like single placing over multi-placing because I can get them right where I want them. You know, I don't have to constantly be trying to straighten them out because they're, in a wiggly line. Mm. Yeah, I've been listening to these stories on YouTube. They're kind of like Western love stories, you know, and really interesting. They're not bad. Good part about them is they're free. Doesn't cost anything. Yeah. And they last about, I don't know, hour and a half, something like that. They're not real long stories. They're more like short stories. And I've been listening to a lot of those here lately. You know, I used to have Audible, but I just couldn't justify the price because I was paying, what was it, $15 a month, and then and I was only getting one book per month for 15 bucks. And I'm going, you know what, that is just a little bit much. And so I canceled it. So now I get my stories on free on YouTube, which is just fine. That works for me. Yeah, and those Western love stories, they're where, boy meets girl. They kind of take a shine to each other and eventually get married, you know, work on their farms or their ranches or whatever. That kind of stuff. It's very vanilla, shall we say. Mhm. That's the kind I prefer. Now, alrighty. Got one more. Where'd she go? Ah, there she is. Right there. Straighten that out a little bit. There we go. Yep. Alrighty, got all the L's. That was easy enough. Yep. There. The other way. Yep. Yeah, what I do is I make sure I didn't miss any when I'm putting them back in. Yeah. And so I just, don't you dare go falling off of there. There we go. Okay, so all we got left is K's and a couple of E's. And then we're done with this particular panel. Well, let's go ahead and finish it, shall we? Number 15. All right. Come on. Okay, that's E. And then number 12, which is K. Let's do the E's first because there's not that many of them. Matter of fact, I can probably dig them right out of the container because there's not that many of them. Yeah, there we go. There's a whole line of them down here on this side right here. You can see what I'm doing, right? Yeah, okay. I just never thought about it. And once we get done with that one, then I can move on to the next. Whoop, there's one right there. Then I can move on to the next panel. Yeah. Let's finish up this one, and then I can bring this video to a close, and that way I can upload it the other way. And then that way I can keep working on this and do a little more progress on it. Okay. All right, any more? No. Okay. E is done. Now we have to do the K's, and there's a lot more of those. So we're going to pour them out. Now I have to put a dryer sheet in this one. It looks like it's got a bunch of static inside the container. So yeah, I want to finish another panel on here, and then I'm going to switch over and move over to the cross that I've got sitting there waiting. And then maybe tomorrow I might work on the lion in the clouds. because I haven't worked on that in a while. But I just keep bouncing around until I can show a little love to each one. That's all you can do. All right, there we go. We are done with this panel. Nope, wait a minute, found one. Thought we were done. There we go. Alrighty, there we go. We're done. More or less. There we go. Alrighty. Let's put these away. And then I'll dig out my roller and we'll roll it a little bit. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to fix myself a late lunch because I haven't eaten today. And then, quit. I'm afraid of losing this little cap. You know. All right, let's put the top on here. There. There we go. Now, let's see. Where is get my roller out and roll it a little bit. There we go. When you first start rolling it, you can hear them popping, and that's where they're making sure they're in place. And there we go. We are done with that panel. So, we're going to go ahead and get off of here. I'm going to, after I have a late lunch, I'm going to start working on this sector here. And so, anyhow, you have a good day. Stay in out of the rain if you can. Stay out of the heat. And we will catch you probably tomorrow and do some more with you. So you have a good day. You have a blessed day. You know, God bless you. God keep you. God keep you happy and safe. And we will see you tomorrow. All right. Bye-bye.